Starting.
Okay.
We're live. It's Chili and Blasto's Hour of Intellect once again. My
Hi,
name. Hello. My name, as far as you know, is Chili Burns. As far as you know, his name is
Rev Cos, otherwise known as El Blasto, out in the left coast.
straight out of the left coast. Speaking of
That's
the
right.
left coast, I just saw on the Twitter earlier today that our boy Nick Diaz, straight out of the Stockton, straight out the 209,
Yeah.
got beat by somebody tonight.
Oh yeah.
Literally, and yeah, literally beaten. And apparently, after the fight, which I haven't seen any of this, so it probably shouldn't be much of a topic on the show, but the feeds I saw on Twitter were about him going on and on in basically a different language that no one understands. It made no sense. One of the comments was if you continue to ask Nick Diaz questions, he'll continue to answer other questions. Which may be shocking to those of you who follow the fight scene. But hey, we wanted the 209 guy to do us proud, of course, but he didn't.
No. Well, you know how they roll in the 209s. You can't fucking make sense. If you do, there's something wrong.
If you
You're,
do, you
you're,
have to move to the 510 or the
yeah, you're probably like from the fucking Midwest or some shit.
yeah. If you start making sense, you have to move. You have to graduate to the 925 or the 916, and then the 530.
Yeah, or really get on Brady's balls and go to the 415.
Oh yeah, yeah. Straight out of San Mateo, baby. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the things we like to cover on Chili and Blasto's Hour of Intellect, other than our various intellectual pursuits.
Yeah.
We like to cover how the media does not cover things that should be in the media, and they overcover things that should not be in the media. Like I don't know, Blasto. Have you heard about this Deflategate by any chance?
What?
Yeah, it
Deflategate?
turns out 2 weeks ago something happened, and it didn't matter then, and it's still happening now. They're still fucking talking about it because anyway. So yeah, so to recap, for those of you who have been living on Jupiter for the past 2 fucking weeks, the Canadians are accused of cheating because the footballs were deflated by about 2 psi. And to be fair, it would give, say, a quarterback an advantage to grip the ball better if it's less inflated and it's all rainy and windy and stuff. But the final score, I think, was like 45-7, something like that. And I think, like, if Tom Brady was throwing live grenades at his receivers, they still would have fucking beat the Colts that day. like,
Yeah.
like you could have, like, dear Colts, instead of crying about cheating, how about you get the dicks out of your mouths and stop sucking, and maybe you'd have a chance to, like, win the game instead of, oh, the ball was too flat. No wonder we lost by like 106 points.
Well, I do another podcast too from school, and I think they just want me in it for the Marilyn Manson value of it that I bring. If I can.
Make sure you wear something sleeveless. We need your tattoos on there, freak, sir.
Yeah, it's just like you're surprisingly intellectual, even though you look like a fucking criminal. But yeah, I'm God's good buddy.
Oh, look,
So,
knuckle tats. Let's get them on camera.
and it's just because I fight tooth and nail with all the liberal fucking idiots, and you know, uh, we were kind of having a meeting. And since we're talking about world topics and things right now, even before we're drinking our beer, which is unusual, I do want to say one thing. This is what happens in America. You remember Modesto, motherfuckers? Scott Peterson, all that
Oh,
shit that went on because he killed his wife. Lots of people kill their fucking wives every day, you
no,
know, especially in the Ozarks. So,
no,
who gives a fuck? Well, it's just a ruse. It's a cover for some bullshit that's going on. Like ISIS blew up the wall of Nineveh, which is really big in the Bible. I don't know.
right,
I find that kind of funny because they're just trying to be so fucking bad. So
right,
it's
right.
like, let's read through the Bible and find some places we can just go blow up because fuck them. You know?
It reminded me of. Did you ever see the movie? What was it? The Rodney Dangerfield Easy Money, where he's got to lose weight and be less of a fat ass to win this big inheritance.
Yeah.
And his daughter Jennifer Jason Leigh, I think, yeah, she plays Jennifer Jason Leigh's daughter in the movie, and her boyfriend or her husband actually, Julio, comes over and tries to win her back. And I don't know if you remember the scene that his buddy is in the hedges trying to tell him what to say, and I tell her you're bad. I'm so bad, and he just can't be bad. You know? I should be in detention. No, not like that. That's what ISIS is. They're over like outside the hedge, and like Julio's buddy is in there telling him, "Now go blow up that wall. That'll be bad." Okay, blew it up. No, not like that. Well, fine, you say it then. You do it.
But, I mean, they're ISIS means isolated. They're fucking out there in that turd world. And what are they doing? Fucking, who cares? It's a goddamn big-ass fucking wash of desert, and then they find shit to blow up. Good for you. Get a fucking navy or something. And then maybe we'll stop worrying about Brady's balls.
Oh my God, yeah. I know it's funny you bring up. Well, I guess not funny, but it's funny you bring up the Scott Peterson thing and how that was such a huge story locally when we were in Northern California. We were very close to that. It is the 209, as a matter of fact. And so at first we're thinking oh, it's a local news story. Oh, it sucks, but a pretty girl got killed by her husband. What a messed up situation. Right. And then next thing you know, it's on national news, and you're thinking, why we lived in that area, and we're like, why is this news across the nation? And it's not and we thought a couple weeks from now it'll all blow over. It'll be, oh, he's clearly guilty. Okay, move on to the next story. And it went on for freaking months and months, and here we are 7 years later, whatever it is, still freaking talking about it. It's like the missing girl in Aruba.
Yes.
Yes. Come on, man. She was gone. I mean, it sucks for her family, of course, but in where I live, in my area of my corner of the world, let alone this nation, it's just not news to me. It's just not. And you listen to the radio or podcasts or whatever, and they're talking about things that just don't matter. And they lead the news. They're top of the news, and it's gotta stop. I can't take. I don't watch the news anymore, and I only hear the news if it's by accident.
No, it's if Paris Hilton got, shot in the face with a musket, then fucking put that all over the fucking world. Whatever, but I mean, yeah, it sucks. And that girl from Aruba was brought up when we were talking about this shit. And I was like, yeah, but look behind the lines. Watch what the government actually does when this news shit goes on like this. You got to watch what your legislators and representatives are doing at the time, because they're usually passing bills that you didn't really want to fucking see, or, well, actually you probably did, but you didn't want them to vote for it.
Yeah, they're busy passing bills that you definitely should see and need to see, but of course never will, because it's Friday at 4:58 p.m. and they're already getting their limousines to go home.
Yeah. And so
all this talk makes you want to drink. So,
yeah, me too.
I'll be the first to crack open an adult beverage. Now, I did kind of hype this on the description for the show, that I'm going to be sampling a beer that is, my prediction is this is going to be freaking foul. I'm reading the label now. I'm still kind of teasing it, but I don't see a way where this ends well for this beer. I don't. It's going to have to be shockingly, surprisingly palatable. I'm not even going to say tasty, because I'm not predicting it. So I'm going to show you the label. I haven't told you what this is yet. We've been talking about this for 2 weeks. I've just said I've had a foul beer ready to go.
Is it a bottle of Grizzly Adams circa 1981?
Yes! With the big freaking pull top thing you actually pull off of the can and litter into the woods. Yeah. No, it's not. This is called, it's by a company called Wells. Beer brewed with bananas. Banana bread beer.
Oh, hey, you know what? That's some good shit.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Try it out.
Yeah, I enjoy banana bread and I enjoy beer. I don't know that I would ever enjoy them together, but I will try it.
I think I think you might like it.
I'm
I tried it. I got a 4-pack and I
really
fucking swilled it down like it was, you know,
slammed it like a bro at a frat house.
it was the blood of Muhammad.
How offensive. It's pretty. Look at that. It's pretty. It's a pretty beer. Not too dark, not too light. A little light for what I'm used to drinking. Not really. Why don't we
Yeah.
try it? It smells kind of sour, but banana-y sweet too. All right, let's try it.
Yep.
Hey, it's actually not too foul.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah. It
Wells
is.
Brewing Company, or whatever the hell you're actually called. Oh, you know, one of the other things that I was really worried about with this beer, not only is it supposed to taste like banana bread and beer together, which worried me, I didn't see a lot of positive things coming out of it because it's also only 5.2% booze.
Right.
You know, I'll take it. It's not like I'm drinking Michelob Ultra.
Our favorite, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as soon as we leave the podcast and go to get swole and run miles and miles, we fuel up afterward with Michelob Ultra.
Yeah,
That's what
this good beer is just a fucking ruse. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm going right for that blue can of fucking Bud Light I got in the goddamn refrigerator there.
That's
Fucking
that's how we get all the high priced endorsements by by bashing everything by the largest companies and telling this little fucking company, Wells, oh, I love your banana bread beer. Please send us $5. We'll give you a show.
yeah, if you you know, if you notice, I got a sweet hat. I could use another one, maybe, you know. Only if it's trucker hat though. It's got to have the fucking vent in the back, you know, to cool off my hot fucking head.
Yeah, that is a good design.
Okay.
Good board.
Yeah, the you know this it's even got the cord. I think it's sticking up a little bit there. It's got the
Yeah,
cord across the front. Now that's a real trucker hat.
yeah, that is because you know what that cord is.
I don't know what it's for, but it's
Oh,
there.
I know what it is. In one word, it's useful. That's what it is.
Right. Yeah. It just
In a
keeps
word, I describe it as useful.
it keeps it together, you know.
The second word, of course, is decorative, even though when properly applied to the hat, you can't see it. But somehow it's decorative.
Well, yeah, I wish it was, you know, some sort of really outrageous color like fucking hot pink or
Well,
something
yeah, I
like
think
that.
you have to be over the age of 80 to wear one of those hats that has a gold one.
Oh, yes, yes, you do.
That's
Actually,
that's something. Some named after a warship and it's got a big gold thing on the front.
but
Again,
like
it's useful and decorative in that case.
but like I said, Cafe Press, good job on the hats. It's lined with like towel material, you know, like
That is proper.
some that's pretty sweet. And the inside of the front of the bird banger, you know, like on the top of a semi,
Yeah.
uh, it's it's not that fucking whatever the hell that shit was. It was yellow, you know, and then when your hat got 10 years old, all of a sudden you pull that fucker off and your hair is full of it. It
Oh
looked like
yeah, you'd have to, yeah. It's the instant danderizer or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, where you just like did a fucking full blown like swan dive into a big old pile of fucking dandelions, you know, off a 5 feet ladder too. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
you just,
Top the ladder straight into a pile of dead gnats.
yeah.
Uh,
I saved dead gnats actually. Fucking one of these days I'm gonna make some sort of a fucking like I don't know fur underwear or something.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, you're making a pile, so you can dive headfirst into it for your next hat.
okay, so I decided to go with a mainstream beer, believe it or not.
Boy, yeah. Well, we do need sponsors. You know, we only
Um,
have money, so we'll take it. What do you got?
I think this is I think this is a good you know ringer for a sponsor for us. It'd be Samuel Adams. I've never really had too much of a problem with them, but lately they've been making just going IPA crazy.
I've noticed
So
that.
um, they started out with Rebel IPA, which is in the red and white container, and it was a good hoppy beer. And then my man
Class matters
over at
rebellious in any way?
yes, it says brewed for the revolution, whatever the fuck that means.
You know what that means? It means you can replace that with clever tagline here, and then sell more beer, and it apparently works.
Yeah, get hipsters all riled up and drunk, and then go home to listen to all your fucking vinyl. That's so cool.
Right, all you lumber sexuals out there.
Yeah, lumbersexual, heavily bearded bastards.
Yeah, all these
That
little
like sit around.
130-pound wispy bearded flannel wearing 23-year-old lumber sexuals.
Yes, they're highly intellectual. Don't even fucking try and argue with them about the days when Fish were on tour. Oh God, just makes me want to fucking bust them right in their hairy lips. But either way, uh, yeah, right in their fuzz hole. It's like, shut your fucking fuzz hole. God, I'm sick and tired of hearing about how Death Cab for Cutie is so fucking cool.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't give a shit. I listen to Demolition Hammer and I like to blow shit up.
You know what I'm tired of hearing about? I'm tired of hearing about how they're born in the 1990s. That's what I'm tired of hearing about.
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's a whole tale for another day. All these fucking kids that I never even knew around here are driving the loudest, biggest, baddest trucks with truck nuts, of course, hanging off the fucking bumper, and they're drinking Busch Light cans all over the fucking gravel roads everywhere. It's just like, wow, yeah, that's some good Perrier.
If only they could see how you and Uncle Bub do it, If only they lived through those days.
Yeah, it's just like, here, take a 10 strip of acid and call me in the morning.
If you survive it.
You fucking hick. But anyways, right here, I had this pointed out to me.
Oh, nice.
Rebel Rouser Double IPA. And we've got 8.4% alcohol.
Wow.
And we have a scale of 850 on the IBUs.
Nice.
No, it's 85.
Yeah.
But we'll just times it by 100, whatever the fuck it is. We're gonna do that. So here we go with my special A&W.
That is so fun. I love that.
You know what? If I fucking nailed one of those hipsters in his fucking furry cocksucker, I lay him flat out with this bastard. This is a fucking Stein. This is what I drink my goddamn barn hay grog out of.
One of those fags that show up with their fucking with their brass knuckles. You'd show up with an A&W fucking mug and kill him.
Oh, dude, I'd beat him down like that monkey on 2001 Space Odyssey or whatever that picked up the fucking bone. Just pulverize that other son of a bitch.
Oh, those are cute brass knuckles that you pull out this big fucking mug.
Yeah. Like, nice belt buckle, asshole. Check it out. I've got what's called in Germany a Stein, which relates to a stone, which I'm about to crack your fucking fuzz hole with. All right, here we go. This is delicious. It is better than the Rebel IPA. So
Yeah?
Rebel Rouser. And now I noticed when I went down to the other Hy-Vee down in Davenport, Iowa, that's where I am. They have another one. It's in a blue box. I didn't actually catch the name, but I'll be moving on to something different after this, for the next podcast. But I'll probably return to whatever that third mysterious one is because this is really tasty. It's like sugar blasted sod lumps. It does It does have that reminiscent of a freshly mowed lawn in your mouth.
Right, right.
Just a real good IPA, just full of fucking, woo!
Is it grapefruity like the one I had last time?
This doesn't have the grapefruity kind of taste. It's got the real hops taste,
Mm.
So it doesn't really mention. Oh yeah, it mentions citrus and pine.
No sod.
Yeah, some sod, like you went down and cut down some really fucking stout hay.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's good. The 8.4% alcohol is definitely the kicker for it.
Does it have any banana taste to it, like mine?
Absolute zero.
Oh yeah, shocking.
Yeah,
I think
maybe like banana bark.
one thing that Sam Adams makes, speaking of flavored beers, and I'm really pimping Sam Adams now, and it's not intentional, but like you said, they haven't done me wrong in anything. Even if I have to drink a light beer, I prefer Sam Adams light beer. It doesn't taste like your average, piss yellow, watery light beer. But one thing that they do have that really turned me, because in college and stuff, I tried, I mean, fucking any beer, any booze, really. But they had one that was flavored. It's the cherry wheat. It's a
Yes.
tremendously delicious beer. I saw it the first time and I thought, to quote Slapshot, of course, does that make him a fag? And it didn't. I drank it, and I still continued to drink it. And I went to my in-laws' house over the holidays, and they had two Sam Adams cherry wheats in the fridge, left over from whatever. And I, of course, said, "Oh, I'll take that before I go to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, before coffee." So that was okay. But yeah, that's I think the only flavored beer, fruit-wise, that I've ever had that I've liked. Like I've had apricot beer and others, and like I had the pumpkin ale here on the road a couple weeks ago, which it was all right. It was passable. But there is a brewery down in Santee near San Diego,
Uh,
that East County, San Diego, called BNS Brew. I know the owner of it, and he brews a fantastic pumpkin ale, like an unbelievably great pumpkin ale. So if you guys head down to BNS Brew, if whoever's out there listening, head out there and get their pumpkin ale if you're into that kind of stuff. If you're not into it, actually, go get it, and this will make you want to try other pumpkin ales. But I haven't found one that's better than this yet.
well, my thoughts on that, I guess pumpkin ale must be really hard to fucking do because it's either excellent or it's dog shit.
Right.
That's
Right, right.
it's one or the other. I mean, I've had both. I've had one that's just like, ooh, yeah, I can, it does taste like real pumpkin and everything else like that. And then I've had this other stuff. It's just like this just tastes like fucking a goddamn can of hams that's been fucking laying around since 1972.
Yeah.
Where the bear looked like a skunk?
Waved it over a pile of nutmeg and sealed it back up and put it on the shelf for sale for $4. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, woo. This is back when beer came in a can that was white and in black letters it said beer.
Beer, Archie.
Yeah. We need to make an intro to our show. We need to figure out how to do that. And
Yeah.
maybe when, if I can get out to California there, we've gotta do this tour. The Buzzard fucking what was that, the the Miracle of Fermentation tour? um and find a mountain stream, and just put some fucking skunk ass beer, something like Old Milwaukee, and just pull it out of there and be wearing the fucking flannels and shit,
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
and
A couple of bitchin' flannel. Actually, you know what? You gave me an LL Bean flannel back in the 209 days. I still have that thing. I still wear it regularly.
you do?
Oh yeah. In fact, I got teased at work one day. Actually, I wore it as part of a Halloween costume. I went as a Pacific Northwestern grunge douchebag one year for Halloween, and I wore that, but I wrapped it around my waist, so I looked like Eddie Vedder. I had the black socks and the hiking boots. My hair's all effed up, and I just walked around like a I had a acoustic guitar strapped to my back, and I pretended like I couldn't play it. And I would, people would ask me questions around the office, and I would say something rude and crass, but still nonsensical. It didn't address their issue at all. Oh, like, hey, were we on that conference call with so and so client B? And oh, I don't believe in conferences and calls or for right wingers. I just would act like an asshole all day. So I really got into the character. But then a few months later, I actually wore the flannel because it was fucking cold out. And one of the girls at work looked at me and went, "Cool flannel, bro. You got band practice today?" Right in your fucking face, you know.
Yeah, check it out. I can go do 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 do. Yeah, I know some chords, man.
Yeah, I know the chord. It's called the power chord. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. Fucking. Yay, we got a liberal president. Let's all act like assholes and fucking. That's bullshit. Well, guess what?
What?
Up here, well, I'm kind of hiding out.
Yeah?
We're in the middle of shit blizzard 2015. Then we're looking at fuck, like now they've upped it to like 10 or 11 inches
Damn.
overnight. So that's lots of fun.
Insert Beavis and Butthead laughter there.
Uh, uh, snow's stupid.
10 or 11 inches.
uh, yeah. Well, so, always look behind the scenes, folks. There's something going on, everybody, the whole place is in an uproar. This is Super Bowl weekend, and I could give a fuck less about either one of the teams. Sorry, Patriots and Hawks, whatever. Once the Lions get into the Super Bowl, I think I might watch the game. But then there's all kinds of shit going on at the same time. It's just it's a ruse. Like I said, it's Russia's fucking with the Ukraine, of course, but now they're really getting pissed off at each other. And now all of a sudden I heard that Japan and China are mad at each other again, which could that would really cause some ripples in the fucking toilet water.
Yes, that would be bad. I don't think Japan wants that fight because A, we'd have to come back them up, and they're significantly smaller in both geographical mass and resources and the population. I think they should not pick that fight.
No, absolutely not. But everybody's just kind of riled up. You know what? Oh, I saw that movie, The Interview.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Really?
Yes.
I'm shocked. I looked at the preview and I thought for sure it was going to suck ass. I thought it looked like it was going to be so awful that it was a publicity stunt by Sony. Like, yeah, totally. We got North Korea all mad at us about this movie. That's how down to earth and great it is. Meanwhile, I'm thinking that doesn't look funny. Like if you showed me in the previews your funniest parts, you failed.
No.
It's good.
The whole fucking movie is hilarious. It is just awesome. Those guys pulled off a real movie that, and honestly, I can see why North Korea is totally pissed. You just got to see it. I would suggest everybody watch that fucking movie because it shouldn't have been. Nothing should have happened. I mean. The whole Sony hacking thing and the whole, we're North Korea, we lie all the fucking time, and we didn't do that. Yeah, right, okay. It was really clever. And
I'm gonna have to watch it, man. I'm gonna have to check it out because I want to support the making fun of the North Koreans. Ever since I heard it was a news story. God, it was probably like I don't know. It was when Don Rumsfeld was still the Secretary of Defense.
Oh yeah.
They were talking to him about North Korea in general, and they had a video clip or a demonstration. I don't even know if it was legit, but they had a video clip. It was this little, like, I don't know, 8 to 12-year-old Korean girl standing in the middle of a fucking dirt road intersection, four-way intersection, and she's in the middle of the road, and there's just nothing but dirt and destitution and filth and old people in wheelbarrows carrying all of your belongings, no shoes, half a shirt. You know, they're walking around just looking ridiculous, and she's out in the middle of this fucking intersection, and she's got like a little red flag and a green flag, or like some notification of like she goes one direction, and she holds up a little thing that says all traffic must stop, like a red light, and then she puts it down, and she turns this way, and she does it again, and she does it all four ways, and she just does it all day. That's her fucking job. She does it all day long, all four ways, and there's not a car in sight.
Right.
Like an 80-year-old starving guy in a post-apocalyptic world with a wheelbarrow and like fish bones and a shoe and like a spent tire tread, and he's the only one stopping for traffic. That's her job. She works for the government. She's the traffic light.
Yeah.
It's so terrible. It's like, I'm thinking, how is that possible? And like, it is a pretty well known news story too. There's Rumsfeld had this photo on his desk or like on his wall or something like that to remind him of how bad communism is. Whatever. Anyway, it's a satellite photo of the Korean Peninsula at night, and you see all the lights lit up. South Korea lit up. There's lights everywhere. North Korea is just black.
Yeah.
There's not even a candle lit anywhere except for Pyongyang, the capital, which is this giant beacon of it looks like an explosion of light in this one fucking place in the whole nation. And
Yep.
like, you wonder why you can't get your shit together, Kim Jong-un. Well, that you hoarding all the wealth, literally, that might be part of the problem. I don't know. I'm not a politician. I don't pretend to be one, but my thought is that if you have all the wealth, like literally in your nation, all stuffed into one building, it might be an issue. But at least they have traffic controllers, so I'll give them that.
Well, it would have. I don't think I would have had the bearing, going into the movie if I hadn't watched something else on Netflix about a bunch of eye doctors getting a chance to go over there and fix people's eyes.
Oh, really?
And they let them in, but there was two journalists with them, of course, and they did everything they could to expose what the fuck they were going through, and that security was so tight and everything like that. And if they were allowed to go somewhere, it looked fake.
Huh.
And, it looked like they dolled something up to make it look fucking awesome. And you could see, like, right beyond it, a block away, total fucking, it's worse than Eastern Europe. Just everything is square, everything is gray, and fuck their lives, man. And then as soon as these doctors finished, fixing their eyes, I think they were doing LASIK surgery or something.
Yeah.
These people could see, and the first thing, of course, they saw was a fucking painting of Kim Jong-il. And they started doing these dances and bow to him and start calling him God and shit. No, the doctors didn't do shit. Kim Jong-il actually was there, did it for you, What the fuck is wrong with these people? They're so scared. They're
so incredibly brainwashed. It's so. I almost said funny, but it's not. It's so strange to see how how you can control an entire population through such blatant and what seems ridiculous brainwashing. I mean, like how like imagine working at a place where there's 200 employees, and your boss is such a tyrant, and he keeps insisting he's the greatest thing in the world. The 200 of you, assuming this company is in the U.S., the 200 of these people would eventually revolt against this guy and say, you know what, dude, you're a douchebag. Just keep cutting the checks. You believe what you want to believe. We're going to keep making money out here. Go get in a Rolls Royce, drive home. But don't tell us you're God. Don't tell us you're great. We're the ones doing it. Like, wouldn't that happen naturally in our society, even today's society here?
Well, it's like Dilbert, only, fucking they live in America, so they don't really give a fuck. You know, their boss is a complete, hedonistic retard, and but they find more pleasure in just kind of, you know, talking about how stupid he is. You know, the boss with the hair things and
Yeah,
the cat, the evil HR fucking cat.
yeah.
That's just
Our cat.
yeah, it's the same thing. It's totally awesome, but it's just like America, of course. We've got and we have the resources to make a fucking movie. Now, back in the days of World War II, if the same movie was made about Hitler, the whole fucking country would have lined up to see that movie. It
Yep.
would not have been banned by a bunch of fucking pussies there in
Right.
in Sony saying, "Oh, we're sorry." First thing to say is we're fucking sorry. Fuck no. I'd be like, "Hey, North Korea, I made a fucking movie, and at the end, well, I don't want to give it away, but your shit gets fucked up because we hate you."
And it's not even that we hate it. It's that, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying to equate this to real life. Like, if you're in high school, we'll say, and there's a kid running around, and you're just an average guy. Maybe you're the biggest kid in school, whatever. Maybe you're the biggest jock in school. In fact, we'll equate it that way. We're the United States, therefore we are the biggest, coolest, jockiest kid in school. We've got a full ride scholarship waiting for us to fucking wherever. But there's this one kid on campus who's like 4'11", 98 pounds, and is just a dick to everyone.
Yeah.
And insists that he's great, and has a few little friends that follow him because they're chicken shits for whatever reason. And he constantly comes up to, the coolest guy on campus, biggest, jockiest, smartest guy, and tries to pick fights with him. That guy is just going to look at him and say, "You know what, dude, you're not worth the fight. Just go away. Just stop being such a dick." Like,
Yeah.
people might like if you weren't such a dick.
You're absolutely right. You're pointing out the jock that isn't totally like coming by and slamming him into the locker every time that he can. He's just trying to kind of avoid him.
Right.
And
Well, every high school's got that one. Like, we all have the meathead jock that has no brains, just some English pig with no brains.
yeah,
Just acts like an ass to everyone, but he's only a jock. Then there's the other jocks that that get along with people, that are going to get a full ride to school, not just on sports, but because they're also very smart, or he or she is also very smart.
yes, and then you
and does the right thing, like the walks off the carry big stick type person, which every school has that one, but not every school has the Kim Jong Un or Kim Jong Il type, where he's so clearly a weakling and such a puss.
he's the kid.
Goes around talking shit, and
Hey,
and no one kicks his ass because it's like, why would I kick the shit out of somebody who looks like he's in the 4th grade when I'm a senior in high school?
he's the kid that wears the fucking pants from that place in the mall, Hot Topic and shit, with all the chains, and he actually bought the replica of the Matrix coat. That fuck face. And then he's got his little minions that walk behind him, and they're always talking about magic, and they just seem to fucking irritate the fuck out of him. That's his army.
Talk about magic.
Yeah, the card game. It's
Right.
like, Jesus Christ, how many times do I have to tell you guys? Just fucking knock it off, especially when there's chicks around. I'm trying to score. Cause I'm a fucking dick.
They're talking about hit points and 20-sided die and all that.
Yeah, it's like fucking yeah. I just got some new mana. It's stuff that I mean, God, I could pull this shit out, and I would just waste you, bro. God.
By the way, my plus 2 armor. It's all about the hit points right now too. Like, shut up, you guys. Trying to score. Meanwhile, he's 4'6", 98 pounds, trying to score with a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Leave the rest of us alone, please.
Listen, Damon, call me Grog. Okay, Grog. All right, it's about the swordsmanship, not the hit points right now.
Swordsmanship. Oh, I love it.
Dude, it's
Red
just like
Fang.
it's just like the Red Fang video,
Yeah,
fucking prehistoric dog, you know?
yeah.
Just fucking
Oh yeah, for those of you out there, Google that video. Fucking prehistoric dog by Red Fang. One of the greatest music videos of all time.
yes.
I cannot think of another that is as funny and as appropriate.
Oh
Especially
man.
enjoy
They
the
their videos are awesome. Watch the one for Wires. That
yeah.
one is good too. And then the Blood Like Cream, where the zombies are all drinking beer. They're not
Oh,
interested in people, but they're they're drinking all the beer. Oh
I
yeah.
haven't seen that one. I'll have to look at that
Oh yeah. Look, watch Blood Like Cream and watch Wires. That's where they get this big old like country squire fucking station wagon and weld this big ass like Mad Max type of ram on the front of it.
one. Like a cow catcher type thing.
Yeah, like a deer guard, you know. And they just put on snowmobile helmets and fucking buy all this shit because Relapse Records gave him $5,000. So they take this wad of cash and they buy all this shit and take it out to a runway or an airport and fucking hit it at high speed.
God, it sounds like an episode of MythBusters.
It kind of is. Only they're fucking like drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon the whole time, which is just fucking amazing. But they run over all kinds of shit, and it shows them from the cockpit, like the cameras and everything when they're hitting milk jugs and watermelons, and they run over this big ass like church organ, and oh
Oh,
man,
badass.
it is fucking cool, dude. That's
Ramming through
another.
a church organ with a country squire with a cow catcher with spikes on it in the front. That would be sweet.
Hell yeah, and it's and it says Red Fang on the front of the car.
Awesome.
Yeah, you got to check that one out. And then they have one with a air guitar contest. Have you ever seen that one?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, it's called Hank is Dead. And they actually put on an air guitar contest.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. It's amazing. I mean, some of the shit that people do in those contests is fucking just wonderful. I mean,
It's like the music's world version of D&D.
yeah.
Like if they knew that there was a 20-sided die in existence and a game to go along with it, they would abandon air guitar and do that instead. But since they're too dumb to know that that exists, they stick
Oh,
to air guitar.
yeah, I mean, it just starts out with this dude listening to Prehistoric Dog in the shower, and he's fucking got this little shower caddy and with a tall boy of Pabst Blue Ribbon. He
Oh,
fucking turns around, and two of the dudes from Prehistoric or from Red Fang are naked in the shower with him, and they're just kind of eyeballing each other, like what the fuck. And then they hand him this flyer, and take a look at the flyer too. Once you watch the video, it's fucking awesome. It's like this cartoon image of this dude who's completely bent over backwards, like his head's touching the back of the ground, and it's almost like Rat Fink or something, but he's playing a air guitar or whatever.
oh, sweet.
And they hand him this fucking flyer, and he's just like, yeah, and then fucking they disappear. He turns around to go for his beer, and it's gone too.
Oh, I gotta meet those guys, man. They contacted me, or I contacted them. This is way back in the early days of Fireplant guitars, and I think it was actually through MySpace. That's how long this was.
Ooh,
Talked
MySpace.
about, yeah, I actually spoke to them on one or two occasions about our guitars, and he like the lead singer, the lead guitarist, or it might be the same guy, but he was like a bartender in some place. I'm thinking, man, you just have some badass videos with obviously a pretty significant budget to make these videos, and you're bartending. That's interesting. Like maybe he just digs the gig of bartending, or maybe all the money is spent on the video. I don't know how that works. But yeah, he seemed like a pretty cool down to earth cat, man. But yeah, their videos do, from what I've seen, are just a prehistoric dog, which is a great name for a song too.
Oh, well, go through the rest of them because they're all fantastic, and they're totally badass. And hey, take a couple of big swigs if you still got it. I'm gonna run and I'm gonna grab something that I had out playing with today. I got to show off a new toy.
Oh, well, do that because I do have another beer too that I'm going to show off.
Okay, do that. Hold on, I'll be
Yeah.
back.
All right, well, I'm gonna uncap this. I'll even sniff the bottle cap while I'm at it. You'll notice that El Blasto has left the show for a moment to go get his new toy, which I highly recommend. Speaking of toys, if you any of you enjoy good dialogue in movies, I recommend you watch Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. They talk about Junior's new toy. He's the one who kills people. He's Leatherface. So Blasto's back. Well, he's getting back. He's wrestling with the cord of his fucking headphones. Look at Dinkus. Cool hat, bro.
There we go.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Well, I was just telling the audience, all of him, that about Leatherface and how when you went to go get your new toy, it reminded me of the line in Leatherface where Joanger says, "Oh, fine, another toy" to Junior Leatherface. So anyway, so this is the other one that I have. It's called County Line Rye. It's from Surf Brewery in Ventura, California.
Oh, a local.
It is. Yeah, it's good. I've had their stuff before. They have a black IPA that's really good. I've already had it. This is a County Line Rye Pale Ale, 6% booze, and as I often like to get the 22 ounces because you get the leftovers too. It's like it's the bonus.
You have a different.
Nice fresh glass too. I don't want any banana flavor, you know. Ah. Oh, the foam tastes good.
Good head.
Yeah, it's got a good rye taste to it, actually. I can actually taste a bit of the, I wouldn't say like rye bread, but like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Is that
grainyness, that bitterness that is not just hops, but it's, I guess, rye. It tastes like the smell of rye bread.
is that what, a Grolsch style?
What's he drinking?
Oh, this one? No, this one is, you mean the bottle or the taste?
The way it's the recipe for it, you know.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't had Grolsch in years. But no, it's not like that, I don't want to say skunky, but for lack of a better term, skunky. It doesn't have that skunky taste to it like like Grolsch and Heineken have a little bit of.
Well, I had a rye Grolsch, I think, a while ago, and I could taste the rye in it too. You know,
I haven't had that one.
That's pretty good. Well, I do have another beer
What's your
too.
new toy? I want to see the new toy.
Oh, the new toy. Well, first of all, I got another Unibrow beer.
Oh, awesome. What's that one called? I can't see it.
This one is called
Blanche de Chambly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
It's a white ale. So,
Yeah.
they've got a sampler pack, and I found Moi Deep, the one I told you about, and everybody else about last time with the devil and the dudes in the canoe in the sky.
Yeah. Reliving your song Leviathan, basically.
More or less. Well, no. There's this Sierra Nevada beer I want to try that's called Narwhal. And
Oh yeah. I haven't had that one either. I've seen it. I haven't had it yet.
I want to listen to Omnivore by Demolition Hammer when I drink that fucker. So my new toy is actually something you might enjoy.
Oh, good lord. Is that a BB gun?
Not quite.
Is that a bayonet attached to it?
That is a bayonet, a real double-sided bayonet.
Damn.
Show you a little bit there. Yeah.
Welcome to Iowa, bitches. Get some.
That's right. This here.
Holy crap. How old is that? Or do you know?
This is old. This is an actual Chinese SKS.
Wow.
And it is one of the, it's got a tonnage stamp on it, which means that, after a war, if you've ever seen the movie Lord of War with Nicolas Cage, the only good movie he's ever done in his life.
No, I haven't. Oh, well, actually, he was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. So
Well,
that's his best movie, other than the one you're talking about.
yeah, it kind of enlightens people as to what happens to all the guns that militaries use. They don't bring them home.
Oh,
They'll
right.
just pile them up on, and then you can put them on a scale, and you buy them by the ton.
Wow. I did
So
not know that.
yes, and especially things like SKS and AK-47s, they're a dime a dozen.
Right.
Um, but this one is in really good shape. I was out shooting the shit out of it. It's incredibly accurate and not much kick at all for as old as it is. It's got no protection, no like butt padding or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I've been doing lately is collecting toys like that.
Oh, fine. Another toy. Well, you got to learn.
FOOD. Wrong.
Try again. I haven't seen that. I probably haven't watched that in like 5 years.
No, we watched it together 2 years ago.
Did we? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. When you were out here, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the last time I've seen it, and before that, I don't remember the time I saw it before that. Oh, I tried to watch it with Trent too. Oh, by the way, we'll have a new fan of the show very soon. Trent Logan, he'll be a fan of the show. I told him about it the other day. Couldn't make it tonight, of course, because he's old and tired.
Yeah.
Old, fat, tired, working too much.
Yeah, that's me too. Uh, don't worry about for all you old, fat, tired people. I'm with you.
Yes,
I'm right along with you.
I qualify for all three. I'm well versed in all three. Old, check. Fat, check. Tired, check.
And drunk.
Yes. This is actually a really good beer. This might rival their black IPA. I'm very happy with this purchase.
Hmm. Well, that's a good deal. So
Yeah.
pretty soon we've got to set up the tour and
Yes.
and get that out there going on. I graduate in May with my associates, and so I'm planning on buying myself a Deering banjo,
Nice.
a real banjo, because I know how to play them now.
Just for the tour,
For my
huh?
lovely woman, she says she's going to buy it for me, but we might have to go halvesies, about $700.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead. Well, that's cool. I'm looking forward to hearing that because I've been, hitting the Guitar Center about once a month to get my free strings. Oh, damn it! I forgot January. Fuck.
oh, you're in the string club?
Hell yeah, man! $20. I've cashed in. I've probably got like 6 sets of strings just sitting around doing nothing.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
forgot January. So they got over. I've missed 2 months since I joined, probably a year ago. So they've gotten
I,
over on me a couple times, but they won't next month. Yeah, in February, I get you bastards.
I beat my D'Addario strings until I get what I call flappy. They got like black spots on them,
Yeah.
and they are totally burnt out, and
Play until they
um,
get the measles.
yeah. And then once a year, the local mom and pop shop does a canned goods, and they'll restring your guitar with the Dario strings. So I usually wait for that, even though I can't wait that long because when I play, you obviously know that I beat the dirty piss out of guitar strings.
Oh, so do I. But you use a real light guitar pick. I use even heavier ones, right? Yeah, I unfortunately trained myself to play on a very low volume with an electric, so I learned to really beat the shit out of my strings, and I can't shake that now. And now that I play more acoustic than anything else, it's yeah, that's what I buy the most of because I'll get that. I'll get the measles and the flappy and the buzz, and I need much more. Of course, I
And
jammed
the
my finger today playing basketball with the boy, and now I can't do any shred. I can't drip any shred nectar right now.
Right, yeah, but you get the rust and blood and piss and beer. Fucking, just wait till you see my mixer. It, I mean, when Harry and I played that show and we showcased the six-string fire plant bass,
Oh yeah, yeah.
um, we had a we have a game with Harry called Beat Harry, and it's shotgunning a shitty beer, but he can do it in like probably a second quarter.
Oh, uh,
And
that's
the guy that tried to do it, he was standing right over my mixer, and he cracked the bottom, but he didn't know what was going on. And beer poured like rain, like a bucket of beer on top of my mixer, and it was on. And I was just like watching it, like, oh, well, you know, this is the same mixer that asshole out in that crack hole. You know, did I ever tell you that story when Toad came up here?
I don't know if it was this story. I've heard some.
Well, yeah, there's this guy that we were playing at the VFW,
Yeah.
and when we pulled up, the cops immediately shone a light in our car, and he asked us if we were smoking crack. So I thought maybe we
That was
might
the first,
be in the.
that was the first card he played. He assumed it was crack.
Yes, immediately.
Oh,
And
always
I was like,
drinking
what
it.
kind of fuck?
Yeah, you got smoking crack.
Yeah, what kind of fucking venue are we playing? And I was like, and Toad in the back, he goes, no, we're shooting heroin. I was like, oh God. And then fucking, so we play this show, and we're getting rowdy. There's nobody in there except for this dude who sounds like Minnie Mouse. And I don't know, he's like a local retard. And I nut
As
tapped
opposed to the ones
Toad.
they fly in for the shows, yeah.
Yeah. And I nut tapped Toad and, you know, about dropped him on his knees, you know, and then this guy is just, that's not cool, man, that's not cool. I'll kick his ass. And so I walked away, I came back, and my mixer was soaked with beer or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. And then I was drinking a Guinness, and I was plowing it down, and all of a sudden some massive globule hit my lips. And I fucking pulled the glass away, and it just came off. It was a goober. He spit in my fucking beer.
Oh, did he survive?
So no, well, here's where it gets to where, you know, the classic Toad and Blasto mayhem. He left, but his friend was still there. His friend went in the bathroom. I stood right behind him on the pisser and grabbed him by the fucking shoulder, and I said, "Where'd your friend go?" "What friend?" And I said, "Don't lie to me." And he said, "He went over to the next bar." And it was in this like strip mall or whatever. So we're driving along, and Toad spots the dude. He jumps out of the moving car, lit cigarette, beer from another bar, walks into the place like he owns it, smoking, can't smoke. Tender's like, "Hey, you can't smoke in here." He goes, "Shut the fuck up." And then he's like, "Ryan, he's right here." And I marched right into that sucker, and I grabbed him on the bar stool, and I demanded that he tell him that he does not have a problem with me, and I just had him by the back of the neck, and I shook him just like, I know I gave him whiplash. The bartender's like, "I'm calling the cops," and Toad was like, "Call the fucking cops." And then the got up, you know, and they're like, "Hey, you know, why don't you guys get the fuck out of here?" And Toad's like, "Why don't you make us get the fuck out of here?" Total, and I'm still just shaking this guy, hitting the bar with his chest, you know, and then he was finally like, "I don't have a problem with you." He started crying, and then
Nice.
Toad took a cigarette and threw it down on the ground. He said, "Thank you very much. Have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen." He fucking walked out. And then we were doing like 90 on the way back, just hanging our ass out the window, and it was complete mayhem.
Jesus
But
Christ.
my poor mixer, it still works.
Oh wow, what kind of mixer is it?
It's a what the hell is that called? They make really good amps, but it's a German company. Damn it. I can't.
Sennheiser?
No, it's not Sennheiser. I'm wearing Sennheiser
Yeah, I saw that.
earphones right now, but no,
Oh,
no, no, it's a different one. When I think of it, I'll let you know. I haven't used the bastard for forever
Ber-
because I got a new amp.
Behringer.
Behringer. That's it. Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
See? Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yep. And I'll be damned. That thing has gotten the shit kicked out of it.
I look forward to using it. I look forward
Even
to plugging in and dripping shred nectar straight onto it.
yes. Oh, and the sweat and filth and apple pie shots and everything else that's been leaked from my devil goat onto everything. It's just like
Shot.
everything's covered in shit.
Oh, beautiful.
Well, this white ale is pretty good,
Which one is that one? Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it is pretty clear. I mean,
That is.
I can actually see you
Yellow.
through it. Yeah, but it's yeah, it's another Canadian what do you call it? Unibrow.
Blanche de Chambly.
Yeah,
En français. Oh.
that means Chamblay of white.
Yes. Something that is white-ish.
Castle or something. It has got a castle on it, so I guess that might be it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna ride out the storm and fucking.
I heard that drink.
Paul's in the back saying, "Get drunk."
Yeah. Just run out the storm and drink. What? Nothing.
No.
That's awesome. No,
But
well, we don't have any storms here. It was I'm in shorts and t-shirt today. So
oh, that sucks.
yeah, I hate it. I totally
No,
hate it.
no snowmobile suit. No, no
No,
fucking, fucking 5 layers, which I usually
no.
pull off.
We had rain a couple days ago, which was really treacherous. The way it was like 62 degrees and raining all wrapped into one.
Oh my
Ooh,
God,
yeah. We survived though. We're okay. We made it.
that's rough.
Did I tell you I had to rip sod out of a baseball infield like 3 weekends ago on a Saturday morning? It had to be a very frigid 65 degrees out and drizzling, and I was braving the elements.
Oh, the drizzle.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
the dreaded Southern California drizzle.
Well, that's what we were doing out, today is blasting off guns, and it started the freezing drizzle, which is lots of fun.
Oh.
But, we still annihilated a complete desktop, literally, of a broken desk. Yeah. And, yeah, next plan is to get some jars of tannerite and blow shit up with this SKS here. And then we'll find a way to inject that into the show too. We just got to get an intro and have shit blown up. Fucking have a different song for each week, like Quarter Horse Dragster. Maybe if we could.
By the Fat City Jokers.
Yeah.
I was describing the Fat City Jokers to somebody the other day at the office, and I said, well, the lead singer, if you can picture, oh, how do I phrase? Well, he's got a big primer stand-up bass, for one, because he worked in an auto shop. He's not handsome, but he's got a great personality. You'd really like him. And if you could picture the only fat tweaker in the world, that's who this guy is.
You know what? The coolest thing I ever heard him say was when he was the MC of the open mic, where children were present. He said, "Hey, I got some purple-headed brown hair. We're doing dong hits out back, and I'll let you smoke my whole sack." Jesus. Oh,
kids
God.
are that's beautiful. Yeah, welcome to the 209, people. Oh, the Admiral's Piss Bucket. Look it up. It's probably on Google Maps somewhere. Probably called the Admiral's Piss Bucket by now. With all the references we put out there to it.
Well, we do have a live DVD somewhere. It's live from the Admiral's Piss Bucket at Easter, I think.
Oh yeah. That's right. That acoustic show we did, where it was like 500 degrees in there.
Yes.
Then we had a fan blowing on us, so I looked like Steve Vai. The air blowing like.
You, Yngwie Malmsteen and fucking that dude that made all the bicycles. He was your fan dude, you know.
Oh yeah. Tim Jackson.
The twats.
Oh my god. Yeah, that guy was great. He's got a video on YouTube too. I looked him up. It's there. It's beautiful.
I know. You sent me
Oh
that
yeah,
one
it's beautiful.
where he's got that fucking stomp box that makes a siren go off, and he was playing like half of a goddamn Black Sabbath song.
Yeah, and he's got that miniature bass drum. It's like the size of a it's like 10 inches. This little miniature bass drum strapped to his back, and the skin on one's like flapping around. It's all detached. Turns out the bass drum here is like poof, poof. Sounds like somebody dropping paper towels on the ground. Poof.
That was the best example of avant-garde that I can even imagine. It was probably one of his fucking meth baggies that he duct taped over the goddamn drum shell.
Yeah, it was a freaking dime bag that he duct taped to it.
And then he had that awful fucking like storm siren or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, at least it was shrill and piercing though, so good attention getter.
Good times from the 209. I hope that people from the 209, if you're in the area code 209, please tune in. We talk about you a lot because, that's our vacation spot.
Yes. Yes, French camp, here we come. Lathrop.
Yeah, that fucking place on 8th Street that has that really shitty market. That's our U2 moment where we're gonna get on top of that son of a bitch and fucking just point the speakers down at all the fucking lovely people and play.
We are a rooftop concert moment.
Yeah.
Fucking right from the rooftop of the freaking 8th Street liquor store and tobacco shop or whatever the hell it is.
Yes, and tamale fucking emporium.
Tamale emporium and food for less. All right, man. We gotta wrap this show up and script the next one out.
Yeah, man.
Not at all.
But we will have some more filth and some more beer and some more just fucking complete nonsense for all of you next time.
Yes, we'll include more area codes next time as well.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could talk about the 563, and maybe I'll have some shit to blow up or something. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah.
We'll see what's going on, but
You're good for video, I've heard.
But to all you hosers in in the rest of the world, the UK, the fucking Afghanistan or fucking Pakistan, wherever the fuck you're from.
Pakistan.
Yep. Yeah.
At least we did before tonight's episode.
Well, hey, we're just pointing out some historical monuments that are being blown up by a bunch of people who don't fucking give a shit, I guess.
True.
Whatever.
We're just being objective. We can't be faulted for that.
Yeah, there's nothing subjective about it.
Yeah,
but
that's right. All right, man. We'll keep drinking the good stuff, and I'll have a better beer lined up for next. Although I was happy with the banana bread beer tonight.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
I'll hit the local joints and see what I can find for the next one, man. Should be good. So, all right, kids. We'll see you guys next time with Chili and Blasto's Our Intellect.
All right.